I built a two-phase prompt engineering system for a European e-commerce company selling city-themed playmats at 45 euros each. Phase 1 generates a geographic research brief with 23 verified landmarks. Phase 2 creates production-ready designs matching an 11-color palette, with every building placed exactly where Google Maps says it should be. The designer went from producing one playmat per day to 7. I'm Andrea from King of Automation, and if you're running an e-commerce business with custom product designs, you have to check this out. This lives entirely in the Gemini interface. There's no workflow tool, no triggers, no scheduling. Just two copy-paste prompts and a human checkpoint. $12 a month for unlimited generations. As you can see, Phase 1 is the knowledge foundation. I gave Gemini a senior urban researcher role with geographic verification requirements. It researches the city's terrain, road patterns, water features, and generates a table of exactly 23 landmarks, 16 iconic monuments, and 7 functional buildings like police stations, hospitals, and stadiums. What people miss here is the constraint system, as every element must be verified on Google Maps in order to eliminate hallucinations. The output is a markdown design brief with a layout motivation report explaining why each landmark goes where it goes based on real-world geography. Now Phase 2 takes that brief and generates the actual playmat using an 11-color palette. This is hard-coded at prompt level to keep branding consistency, but here's the non-obvious part. I didn't just say, make it look like the reference images. I broke down every standardized element from the roads, roundabouts, and grass to water. The whole process takes just under 2 minutes for Gemini to output the playmat. If the designer sees an error, they click the regenerate button, and 20 seconds later, new output. Average is 2 regenerations, so we're talking 3 minutes total for AI execution, then 1 hour of designer polish for final adjustments using Nano Banana in plain text just within the same Gemini chat or any editor tool they are used to work with. That's the whole system. 2 prompts, 3 minutes of generation, 1 hour of creative direction, 80% acceptance rate. Now, 3 reasons why this works. 1. Constraint engineering over randomness. The 11-color palette and geographic verification eliminate the infinite option paralysis that breaks most AI image generation. Gemini isn't improvising, but it's actually following a rulebook. 2. Phases separation prevents context collapse. Research and visual generation are distinct cognitive tasks, and asking Gemini to do both simultaneously in one prompt produces hallucinated landmarks and wrong geography, while splitting them gives each phase full context window to work with. 3. The designer's role is elevated, not replaced. They went from 8 hours of Illustrator execution to 1 hour of creative direction and quality control. The automation handles the 90%, the human handles the 10% that requires taste. The company went from producing 20 playmat designs per month to a capacity of 150. Same designer, same labor cost, 7 times the catalog expansion potential. That's a 7x productivity multiplier without hiring a team. Now let me show you what that looks like in numbers. Traditional process, 8 hours per design at 32 euros per hour equals 256 euros per playmat. At 50 designs per month, that's a whopping 12,800 euros in design costs. AI-assisted process, $12 monthly Gemini subscription, 3 minutes of generation, 1 hour for designer polish. Total cost per design, 34 euros. Same 50 designs now cost 1,700 euros per month. That's like 11,000 euros in monthly savings at an 87% cost reduction. But the real value isn't just cost savings, because now you get the leverage to speed up your catalog expansion. With the same designer working the same hours, they can now produce 150 designs per month instead of 20. That's 130 additional products without adding a single hire. At 45 euros per playmat, each new product is a potential revenue stream. The automation didn't replace the designer, it turned one designer into a design factory. But stay with me because it gets even better. You can stack additional quality layers like a third prompt that generates localized product descriptions for each city, or a fourth one that creates social media preview images with the city name overlaid. The two-phase structure is that easy to scale. Now imagine how you could adapt this system for different product categories. Our client has already found new opportunities to keep this going. Race circuit playmats, swap the landmark research for track layouts and team liveries. Stadium playmats, focus on seating sections and team colors. Theme park maps, attractions and ride names. The research phase changes. The visual generation phase stays the same. Once the template is built for one theme, it applies to infinite variants within the same. So if you're running an e-commerce store with custom designs and your designer is drowning in production work instead of doing actual creative direction, feel free to reach out or drop a comment and I'll show you how to engineer the constraints. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.